And welcome back. Nowhere to call home, nowhere to lay my head. This is the stark reality for many in our area. The nonprofit organization Pacific House in Stanford operates an emergency shelter for men and young adults from Greenwich and Stanford and Darien, New Canaan, and beyond. Now they need your help to keep the doors open. We'll get more from my guest now. Raphael Pigon Jr. has been the executive director of the Pacific House since 2007, and he is advocating for the elimination of homelessness in southwestern Connecticut. Was the problem of homelessness, particularly among young adults, far greater than you realized when you initially took on the job?
Oh, absolutely. As I share that first experience, that led us to really try to track it and realize that consistently we would get the 25 to 35 young adults coming in. Now, as we've opened the unit, all of a sudden they're coming out of the woodwork. And it's really sad because I was hoping to be wrong, and originally we were actually looking at a much smaller unit of 4 beds. We're up to 12. It's not just in Connecticut, it's countrywide. I mean, there are a lot of issues with young adults who are experiencing homelessness. And we only serve men. There are many young women out there also that have a major problem with homelessness. And unfortunately, many of those young women have children. So the problem is really much deeper than we really realize. And if you look at the stats at the National Conference for Homelessness and National Alliance for Homelessness, it will certainly articulate what those numbers look like nationwide in Connecticut.
You have a fundraiser coming up, March 31st. Let's talk about this.
Yes. For the last 4 or 5 years, we've been holding a chocolate event around Valentine's Day. And it's a typical fundraiser that many nonprofits have. But realizing the gravity of what's happening with youth homelessness and certainly young adults, we decided to focus on young adults and really bring awareness to that problem.
So it's about young adults helping young adults.
Yes, absolutely. And what we've done is the staff came up with a great idea, which is really to reach out to all the high schools in our area most of the schools have agreed to provide musical support for the event. So we're having people playing rock band, we're having jazz musicians, we're having singers, and all types of events from each school. And we're just really excited about it because we'll hopefully bring a focus to the problem. And a lot of these young folks realize that the effort is really to try to address the issue of homelessness amongst young adults.
And there's a very sweet element to this, which we must get to.
Very sweet. It's chocolate, cheeses, cookies, all kinds of sweets that are available. People, typically we get 400 to 500 people to come to the event. This year is going to be at the Hyatt Regency in Greenwich, Connecticut. It's on March 31st at 7 p.m. You can get tickets certainly on our website or call the agency, Pacific House, and we would be more than happy to furnish tickets for you. And the tickets are very reasonable. They're only $50 per ticket, and we certainly would welcome any support we can get.
And you also have the availability of texting to get tickets, and we'll put that up on the screen right now for those who would love to text SWEET and then the number.
Any which way you want to get a ticket, well, certainly it is available.
So the best bakers and chocolatiers, you're going to get a sample to take home.
Absolutely. we get vendors throughout the whole region, from New York, upstate Connecticut, our area, Jersey, all different areas they come in. And they've been doing this now for the last 5 or so years. And they're very dedicated to it, and we're really very happy about the event. And we hope that it really brings a focus to what's happening with young adults.
And people can go home feeling good that they're making a difference.
Absolutely. But also feeling good about seeing young adults participating in addressing the problem. And that's I'm really proud of, that every school we called, they just really jumped at the opportunity. And that's really very rewarding in itself.
So again, that's March 31st.
March 31st.
Greenwich Hyatt.
Greenwich Hyatt at 7 p.m. And hopefully most of your audience will be able to join us. And if they're not able to, they certainly can go on our website and make a contribution to the cause.
Because there is a need. There is a need.
Very big need.
All right. Well, again, we want to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Alrighty. And straight ahead on our lives, we're going to look at the real estate market and some big changes that are coming our way. You do not want to miss this because Our Lives is the only place you will see it. Back after this.